everyone's fighting for attention, I've built a six-figure brand by mastering influence. Not just getting followers, but converting them into customers. Look around you. The most magnetic personal brands aren't just visible, they're irresistible. They pull you in and make you trust them before you even realize what's happening. I've used these exact 7 psychological triggers to build over 500,000 followers on Instagram and 60K subscribers on YouTube. Today, I'm breaking it down for you. No fluff, no theory, just the exact psychology that makes a personal brand impossible to ignore. Number 1, the authority trigger. Most creators show up like amateurs and wonder why nobody takes them seriously. Authority isn't given, it's claimed. People follow people who lead with confidence. They show up like someone who knows what they're doing with conviction. So you need to be able to talk like someone who's been there, done it, and help others do it too. Small phrases matter. Here's what I teach my clients. First, I think maybe you should try this. Okay? It needs to be convincing. Another bonus tip is showing up on camera with good lighting. These are all subtle visual cues that say, trust me. Number 2, the proof trigger. Confidence without proof. It's just arrogance. Okay? Nobody buys from arrogant creators. People don't just want to hear that you're good. They need to see the evidence. Here are a few talking points that you need to consider when it comes to this point. Okay? Share transformation stories. Share real results. Use screenshot testimonials, behind the scenes, anything that builds credibility and trust. Case studies are gold. Take the viewer behind the scenes and show them what you've done with other people. For example, here's how we helped client go from X to Y. When you show tangible results, people are more willing to trust you and it gives you more credibility. Number 3, the vulnerability trigger. This is one that too many creators will avoid because it feels uncomfortable, but the fact is people buy from people they like. People trust who aren't pretending to be perfect. Show off your flaws. Your scars are part of who you are. Share your mess, not just your highlight reels. Show everything. You should talk about the moments you doubted yourself because that's part of your story. People love a story. People make mistakes, they almost quit. If that was you, share what you learned in your story. This makes your audience trust you because you've been through problems that they are going through right now, and that's how you made it out. When you open up, your audience leans in. Vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's your strongest conversion tool. It's actually a very powerful tactic in conversation. In conversation, if you can open up about yourself, it often allows the other person to feel that they can do the same thing too. So if it works in conversation, it works on camera too. Number 4, the repetition trigger. Most creators are afraid of being repetitive, so they constantly change their message, their offer, their positioning, and then wonder why nobody knows what in the world they're doing. Okay? Repetition equals recognition equals trust. You need to say your offer, your transformation, your message over and over and over again until people can repeat it back to you in their sleep. Okay? It needs to be ingrained in their mind. That might feel boring to you, but here's the truth. You will get sick of yourself before anyone else on the internet does. You see, every single piece of content that you post, your audience doesn't. Most people see one post once on a random Tuesday, so if you're not hammering home your core message, they'll probably miss it entirely. Example, think of Nike. They didn't stop saying just do it after a few campaigns. They burned that message into urban culture. You need to do the same with yours, with your audience. Number 5, the belief shift trigger. One of the fastest ways to stand out is to challenge what your audience currently believes. Most people are walking around with limiting beliefs like, I need more followers to make money. I have to go viral to grow. I need a fancy setup to build a personal brand. You don't, right? Your job is to break those myths and replace them with truth. Example, you're not broke because of the algorithm. You're broke because your message is vague. Because you can't hammer home your core value. These belief shifts get people to stop scrolling because it disrupts their worldview. That's exactly why this kind of content gets engagement consistently. Okay? When you challenge what someone thinks they know, they'll either agree loudly or they'll argue loudly. But either way, you've split the masses, you've got their attention, and now you're engaging. Number 6, the identity trigger. Arguably the most important shift. When someone watches your video or reads your content and says, this is exactly me, you've won. Don't just target goals, target identity, guys. Use language that calls out who they are for creators who are done playing small. If you're someone who's tired of posting for likes and ready to post for income, the goal is to make your audience feel seen, like your brand gets them better than they get themselves. Number 7, the open loop trigger. This is the psychology of curiosity. People hate unfinished stories. Tease what's coming next. Open a question that gets closed later. Marketing is super important and it's actually a psychological trigger. A lot of the videos that I want to do well on YouTube, like my vlogs that I've put a lot into time in, I actually actively always document me editing, me filming that behind the scenes, and I put it on my stories to create curiosity, the open loop trigger. Say things like, next week I'll break down the funnel that made me 10K from one video. This keeps people watching, subscribing, and staying in your world. Guys, remember, you don't need to be manipulative to use psychology. You just need to understand how humans actually make decisions. When your content triggers trust, belief, and identity, your personal brand will become irresistible. Alright guys, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay sharp, and I'll catch you later.